happy new week, everybody. Welcome to today's discussion where we look at the shiny object syndrome. We define this as a situation where people focus all attention on something or business idea that is current and trending. You drop as soon as something new comes up. I describe this as a tendency to chase a new target instead of sticking to your original plan. So whenever you hear there's an opportunity to make money, to learn, you quickly run to it. We take this for granted when you keep buying a child a new toy after another one, and you find that they lose interest with their previous toys that you had bought. And this is how the shiny object syndrome is developed. An individual now in their later life would then jump from, say, a goal of losing weight when they hear there's a newer method rather than sticking to what works for their body and for their personality. And they also may move from one relationship to another because they feel the previous relationship doesn't fulfill them and they do not work at it. When they hear there are market opportunities, especially Bitcoin, Forex trading, pyramid schemes, any marketing opportunity that you hear, you need to bring people to make a living out of it. You chase and you run for it because you think it's easier. And this is what we describe as a shiny object syndrome. There are two reasons why people chase new goals. One being a fear of missing out. This is when you see an opportunity and feel that it has some potential. And when your friends ask you if you would like to team up with them, then you quickly say yes and get into an agreement, thinking that it will be successful, and you have not invested enough time to research about that particular idea. The second one being greed, because every human being has a desire to move on to the next level. So if you get a promotion at work as a manager, then in you start aiming to become a director. When you spot an opportunity that can give you a reward, greed kicks in and you believe you can achieve this, both with your current role and with the new one. And that's why we find a lot of people having side hustles and not functioning well in their work. There are consequences for the shiny object syndrome. One being having unfinished projects because you keep running from one to the other looking for fulfillment which you don't have the patience to wait for. The second one would be time management, where you find yourself wasting time, your effort and money because you're not patient enough to pull through. The third one is unachieved goals, and this may cause you to have frustration or feel demotivated and sometimes even get depressed. You may confuse people, especially if your market is the same for all the products you're trying to sell. And the skills you had previously learned in what you're good at, because of skipping from one opportunity to the other, you may end up unlearning these skills that you had acquired and maybe you're good at because you're chasing this shiny object. So if you have the shiny object syndrome, how do you deal with it? One, you need to think ideas through. Do not be in a rush to make a decision. The second thing is you need to abandon the plans you have, the multiple ones, and focus on one. The one that you feel you have strong reasons for. Then, number three, ensure you have a plan that takes you step by step towards the reward. In other words, what I'm saying is set a goal, because without a goal, without knowing what you're working for, then there is no fulfillment. The fourth and the last one is to wait out an idea. Everything requires an investment either in time or resources. So it's important to wait out in time and continue spending time researching on that idea or what you're doing. A lot of great ideas or inventions start with someone taking the risk. So it is also an encouragement for you to identify what goal you want and ensure that it does not lead you to negative consequences. Successful businesses that you know today always and have started by a person identifying an opportunity. You have your own gift and your abilities as an individual, so follow your own track. So as I said, a shiny object can be rewarding if you know how to navigate through it well. So when you pursue different targets at the same time, sometimes it's not bad and sometimes it's bad, because if you don't have enough research and you've not thought through this, then you are chasing a shiny object and you may not be innovative or succeed in it. So what we are advocating for you to do is ensure that you have research and you're innovative at what you do.